Hey guys, it's Laura. Welcome back to the channel. Today we have a woodsy tiny home. That's what I've called it anyway, because I picked a little woodsy looking area in Windenburg, I want to say. You'll have to forgive me. I actually did this build a while ago, and for some reason just never ended up loading it till now. I guess I just had like other specific builds I wanted to do or upload first. But I actually started this before I started the A to Z challenge, so I'm not really sure why I didn't upload it, but I digress. So like I said, it's on this little lot in the back end. I want to say it's the back left end of Windenburg. It looks like it's called Cottage AMC, is the name of the lot. So basically, I was looking for inspiration one day on Google, and I found this little home that, looked like it was in a little woodsy area. Definitely not exactly an off the grid, but hidden away. There was, lots of foliage around, lots of trees and woods. You'll have to forgive me. I'm in a weird mood today. So I took that as inspiration for this. Now, it's not exactly the same, but I liked the idea of it being a small house with a rather large deck. It's larger than the house, with a little pool in the front. I thought it was super cute, and I did my best to make it look like it was actually like the pool was kind of going into the grass area, almost like an infinity pool, but like into the grass, not just like the edge or whatever, of the edge of a cliff or wherever you would find an infinity pool. So I ended up like raising the terrain a little bit. I think this was my kind of first foray into trying to play with the terrain tools. I actually have a build coming out either later this week or next week, where I did a lot of terrain tool because I wanted to build it kind of like into a hill, but that's a whole separate other video. So yeah, like I said, I there was like a little hill that I built in the front to kind of make it look like that's where it ended. Like it wasn't like a pool, it was almost like a little pond that they just built the deck around. I did cut out a lot of stuff in this video because even though it was a tiny home, it took me a stupidly long time to build. And especially the roofing, which is what I'm working on now. I don't know why I kept that roof on the left, that triangular shape, for so long. I definitely don't like it. I don't think it looks good, so I'm not really sure why it stayed like that, but it doesn't at the end. The roofing is interesting because it might not be what you would consider like, or what you would think you would find in like a house in the woods. It's a little bit more modern looking, but I mean the whole house is kind of modern. It's definitely not styled in an old-fashioned or traditional sense, so the roof kind of matches that. And I did end up using this little, I want to call it like a lean-to almost. This what's the word? Is it a pergola? I think. Yeah, I wanted to try to see if I could use like foundation and like a roof at first, because I was thinking I was going to need more space, but I didn't like it, so I ended up changing it back. So I cut a lot of that out too, just trying to figure that stuff out. I was glad I actually got to use it though, because I had wanted to use it in the angler's hut build, and I didn't end up being able to do that just because of the way the deck and the house were. And I changed the color scheme here a couple times because I was going for like dark and woodsy looking at first, but I can't actually remember if the picture I took as a reference was dark or light. I want to say it was light color scheme, and that's why I ended up going back to this, because I did like how it looked with all the foliage around and everything, and I wasn't going for like a cabin sort of feel, and I think that's why I ended up choosing the lighter color scheme. And I have to apologize again because I think I'm getting sick, so I'm sure my voice sounds lower and maybe a little bit gravelly. We got, my husband got some kind of like viral infection, and my daughter's sick right now, and so I think I'm next. But anyway, so here I actually cut a lot out of this too, trying to do the little hill area because, like I said, it was my first try doing the terrain really, so I messed up a lot. I feel like today is a very acknowledge your shortcomings and be okay with them type day. There's a lot of stuff happening right now that I'm not going to comment on, but yeah. So back to the build. I had a hard time with the deck too because I mean, as you can see, it's pretty unusual shape all the way around, but that's what I was going for. I really did want it to be a spacious deck that they could use the front and the back. There's a very small area in the back, but it does get extended so that it's a little bit wider here on the left side. And I wish you guys could see me when I do these voiceovers because I'm like pointing stuff out on the screen to you, even though you're not here to see anything. So I'm like waving my hands in front of the monitor like an idiot for, I guess, my own entertainment because you're not here. Anyway, I ended up changing the floor plan a little bit here just because I can't build like super tiny houses. I mean, I could, but I just don't. I want to fit in more stuff than like a ultra tiny house can. Like Miss Griffey does amazing little. She calls them squishes. Squishes? Is that a word? Squishes? The squish, which is super cute. I think one of her fans came up with it actually. Her voiceovers are great too. She's just adorable. She's like my favorite, I think. I have a couple favorites, but I think that she was the first or second YouTuber I found. So I've got like a, special place for her. I want to say in my heart, but that sounds like a little bit over the top. I don't know. I don't know where I was going with that, but she inspired me to really, I mean, every time I watch her videos, I want to build. So it's really awesome. And she's like super nice too. So there's that. Anyway, I'm getting off on like major crazy tangents today. So I feel like I should just apologize one last time and then you can just take that for like the whole video. So yeah, this bedroom actually ended up being my favorite. And it's interesting because these colors are not my colors. Like if you've tuned into the channel before, you will know that pink is not my favorite. And I mean, it's kind of like orangey on the bed. And like this tan has kind of like on the walls and the night tables has like an orange undertone to it. And I don't really like yellow either, and there's some pale yellow in there, but I don't know, the colors together in the shades that they're in ended up looking super cute. And those little like candle things on the night tables, they came out looking really cute too. Yeah, so I cut a lot of landscaping for this because it took me forever. And this is just a peek here about, how long it took me just to do these little like bush areas of grass here. Just sizing them and figuring out, well, that was a problem all over the build with the landscaping, which is why I cut most of it, was because the terrain being on different levels and the deck being right there caused a lot of problems with like where it wanted to place them. It was on like a different height half the time of where I was like trying to place it. So that was a interesting struggle. Haven't found a solution to that, but I think it ended up looking okay in the end. I did do a little bit of the terrain paint also, just to kind of make it look like, because I wanted it to look like this is the path that they take to get into the house. Obviously, I added little stairs on either side, but just to try to make it look as realistic as possible, I wanted it to look like it's kind of worn up the front there in the middle, and that's the way they would actually walk in, just to kind of add to the overall feel of the Woodsy home. So the living room kitchen area, I was going with kind of like the same color scheme as the outside, and I do really like how it ended up looking. Oh, I forgot to talk about like the family I envisioned living here. So I thought this could be like one of two things. Either, well, I imagined a couple living here, and not a young couple, like either, um, kind of older adults or an elderly couple. And either this is their primary residence and they just like to kind of live, again, not off the grid, but just, they just like being in the woods and not really having close by neighbors. And they like, living an outdoor lifestyle. They like to go on hikes. And there's like, I think there's a stream or something like behind this property. And, it's in the more woodsy area. Here I go, woodsy again, of Windenburg. So there's a lot to explore over there. Or I thought also that this could potentially be like a retirement home or a vacation home. That's what I meant to say. Like a vacation home, kind of like people have log cabins, but a more modern, clean, like light colored or light feeling take on that. That's why I added like the little campfire area. Sorry, my voice is going. And I mean, I just really like it. Like, I think I would like to live here when I was older and like my daughter was grown up or whatever. I do and I don't. Like, I kind of like the idea of living in the woods where I have no neighbors and just enjoying my surroundings. But I also don't really like being that far from like stores and modern conveniences. So I think if it was like kind of deep enough into the woods that it was nice, but it was really only like 10 minutes from a general store or something like general store. That would, I think, be perfect to me, but I don't know that such a thing exists. And if it does, it's probably really expensive. Also, like I said, I did try to cut the length of the video as much as I could. I cut out a lot of stuff. I kind of wanted to leave the landscaping in, but like I said, it took so long with it going like up and down on the levels. And here I am just adding in some of the yellow bushes because I got the idea to do pops of yellow in the main living area. And I thought it was really cute. Again, I don't really like purple, but sometimes the things just work together with the color scheme. So here you go. So the video is going to be about 19 minutes long because as I can see it now, it's almost 19 and I have to add in I already did add in the screenshot. So it's going to be just a little bit under 19 minutes long. So that was the best I could do. I have been working on making the videos shorter for you guys. Oh, I did want to ask, though, for Let's Plays, do you like the 30-minute time limit on Let's Plays? Because I watch, other people's sim YouTube videos, and the lengths kind of vary. So I was just wondering, like, because I think my one friend does like 15-minute episodes, and then I think James Turner's are 30-minute, or sometimes they're almost like 40 minutes. His are kind of long. But obviously he has, a loyal following, and they're willing to watch for that long. And they are, his content is great. So I was just wondering, for the purposes of my channel, what you guys are interested in seeing. The Let's Play for the Rags to Riches to Rags is at a 30-minute time limit right now, but I'm wondering if you guys think that that's too long, or is it, kind of just right because the episodes are like a week apart? Because I kind of do feel like if they get too short, then the story is going to take forever to progress, because I already kind of feel like it's going that way. So I do want to work on like trying to make the story progress a little bit faster or something along those lines. So please let me know in the comments what your thoughts are on that. I'm really interested to know. I do so much love when you guys leave comments. It really makes my day every single time, even if it's just this was a great episode or nice build or something like that. It's literally my favorite, and it's super, super nice of you guys. I really appreciate all the support I've gotten on the channel. I think we're up to like 123 subscribers as of this video, which is amazing because I feel like I was just celebrating 100 like last week or something. So that's really crazy. That is so crazy to me. And I mean, obviously I would hope for viewers and subscribers, but it kind of just blows my mind that I actually have them. And that might not seem like a big number to a lot of people, but to me it means the world. Like I can't believe that many people actually like my content and want to support me and are willing to take time out of their day to watch what I've created and listen to me like ramble and go off on tangents, and it's just amazing. You guys are all amazing, and I really appreciate it every single day. And also like the community everybody that I've met like over on Twitter. And Twitter was, at first, of course, it was a means to promote myself and my content, but it has become so much more than that. Like I feel like I only really are like I'm only promoting myself when I post a new video, pretty much. Uh, Other than that, it's just like conversations and connecting with people, and it's absolutely wonderful. Like I really didn't think that I would have this kind of experience on Twitter at all. I pretty much like abandoned Facebook almost. Like I still check in on the groups that I'm in and stuff, but like it's so crazy to me. I didn't join Twitter all these years because it wasn't like important to me. I didn't get it, but I get it now. So wow, I actually almost talked through the end of the video. This is my favorite part though, adding all the like moss and vines everywhere on the house. I actually did it as like a last minute thing, and it's now my favorite thing. I absolutely love it. And we have more yellow again, so really try to tie everything in together. But again, we're almost done with the video, so I just want to say again how much I appreciate you all being here. If you haven't already, please consider subscribing so that you can view more videos like this, or my Let's Play, the build challenges that I like to do, or if you have any requests, please leave me a comment so I can work on those for you. I definitely like doing that. Actually, we're already in the screenshots. So thank you so much for watching and listening to me, and I love you all. I hope you have an amazing day. Bye, everybody.